Deer season 21 rolling on, man. We have so many projects on the farm to get to. We've got new toys, new ideas, new plots to go in the ground, and hopefully some new shooters. So we're gonna get busy on the farms, take you through some of what we do to end up killing these deer. If you haven't seen Austin's kill that started out our first episode of Deer season 21, check it out. 201-inch deer out in Utah. So let's get busy on the farms, get a bunch of projects done, because when the season comes, that's when you shoot them, but when you kill them is right now. On one of our farms, and it's a part of the farm that we just didn't have good access to. Now we do have decent access. So we brought the skid steer in here, we're establishing roads, and we're here today. We won't be back until we either hang a stand or hunt it, and that'll be it, or track a deer. But we're down in the heart of the beast right here, so it'll be interesting to see what type of pictures we get down here and what type of success we eventually have down here. We've got winter grass in, and we're going to do a hit and run here. We're going to get this plot in. Wade's running somewhere else, Perry's running somewhere else. We've got rain coming, so all three of us split up. I was lucky enough to draw the Groundbreaker 9, so I'm going to try and get more plots in than those two. When it comes to putting these plots in, it's all a competition. We want to see who can get the most in, who can put the plot in where we kill the biggest deer, who can put the plot in that we end up seeing the most deer, but we like to have fun with it. That's the main name of the game. Have fun while you're hunting. You know, when it comes down to what am I going to plant in each food plot, we always think in terms of destination fields, so late season, for instance, winter bulbs and sugar beets. But there are some plots that can't be very big and they get a lot of browse pressure because there's a lot of deer pressure in the area. You just don't have enough size. We always depend on winter grass in that particular case. You've got a mixture of 3 different products: oats, rye, wheat, plus there's brassicas in there. It is an awesome product to put in those small hidey holes because those deer can keep mowing it down, yet it keeps coming on green, green, green. It's an awesome product. It's called winter grass for biologics. So those small plots, it's winter grass for us. Check him out. Big, wide, awesome Iowa whitetail. Had pictures of him just a few times last year and a few the previous year. And I feel like we can make a play on this guy, but it's going to take a new plot to do so, in my opinion. I'm going to the far northeast corner of my property, a spot that we had a stand hung in 10, 12 years ago, and I really haven't gone back in there, but there's an interior field. We're going to take the John Deere 333, the Vale X mulcher, and go in there and clear that field out. We're going to rip it up today, try and get a plot in there, and then see if we can make a play on this big guy. If he comes back, I firmly believe that's the best place to kill him. We've got other spots to try him as well, but I think in this little hidey hole bedroom, we've got a chance. So we're going to go in there and go through the effort to establish a new plot today. You get excited about certain deer, and we don't have pictures of him yet this year because he always comes on into October, November before he shows up. But if he shows back up this year, we're going to be planted, ready, and waiting. You know, it's important to have great relationships with all your neighbors. This gentleman on this side of the fence said, feel free to put a new gate in and use my pasture to access this plot, because it is the ideal access. So he allowed us to punch a hole in the fence. We're gonna go through and show you the ultimate access into this plot. Just awesome. Come on. You know, one of the coolest features when we got in here and we decided to make this boomerang type of a look was this giant oak right on the corner. So we saved this tree because it is the ultimate scrape tree. It will be unbelievable how many pictures we get. This tree is going to make this plot that much better.
So Perry's got the Vail rake out there, cleaning all the debris off the field, and he's gonna actually throw the ripper teeth on after he cleans everything off and go through and rip it up. We're gonna fertilize it, we're gonna seed it down, and hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have lush green carpet out here. Should be awesome. Last year we had this giant deer, he had forks. We don't have pictures of him yet, but usually he comes in October, but this is the plot for him.
Anytime you do a new food plot, the best method is to get a soil sample, find out what you need to add back to that soil. In this case, we didn't have enough time. That's a new plot, and there's a rule of thumb, and this can help you out. If you don't know what to put on, go with a couple 100 pounds of triple 13 to the acre, 50 pounds of urea to the acre, and 500 pounds of pelletized lime to the acre. That will get you through and get you a very good green food plot. One thing's for sure, in the off season, I'm gonna do a soil sample and I'm gonna find out exactly what this plot needs for next year. But in the meantime, this is going to work for this fall. Well, we're here at the end of the day, a long day, but a very productive day. Wade's now tracking in all of the fertilizer, all of the lime, and all of the seed that went into this plot. So we'll see now if Mother Nature will cooperate and give us just a little bit of rain, like maybe 2 inches. Okay, seeds are in the ground. We got all of that done in about 6 hours of time, from clearing to working the dirt, to fertilizer, to lime, to planting, to going over it and taking those seeds in the ground. Everything was done in about 6 hours. So we will keep you posted on the production of this plot. We'll let you know how it does, what bucks we're getting in this area. So stay tuned to Deer Season 21 because we got a lot of action coming at you the entire fall. It's gonna be great. Northwest winds at 8 miles per hour. Pressure is on the rise. Front is moving. Perfect conditions for hot corner. Shooters been all over the south. Want to focus on afternoon movement. Hot corner, 3 p.m.
It's the easiest decision you'll make this season. Get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
So you hear us talk often about food plot architecture. Well, in this case, there's no food plot, but we've got heavy cover all the way around this particular area. Northwest wind will work, and we've got a water hole architecture, if you will. There's not a lot of water on this particular farm, so we put one here, and one up by a clover field that we've killed deer off of before. So we added a little water this year. We're going to monitor it with cameras and hopefully hunt it and see how it does. So sometimes the magnet doesn't always have to be food. Sometimes the magnet is water.
All right, a rare day off. I'm actually playing up in Des Moines this evening and had the bus drop me off at the exit here in Iowa at Mark's place, and me and the boys are out here changing cameras, putting out some analogics and taking some inventory. So exciting day, rare day. So we'll see what we get. Well, cards are pulled, and today's all about taking inventory. We're gonna go back to the house, check out the cards we pulled. It's like Christmas morning. The first card pull of the year out of the Reconyx is always my favorite day. It's about as much fun as hunting to me, so let's go see who showed up.
There's a big deer.
There's a 10 and the 8.
Yeah, see?
Actually, no, it's on the Southpaw. Dang.
Now we're freaking talking!
Right now.
You know, I'm glad we were able to share this particular episode of Deer Season 21 because I said it at the top of this thing. We shoot them during the season, but we kill them right now. If you look at the projects we go through and how we hunt, we're always trying to get close to a bedroom, but not in the bedroom. We're putting food in front of his face. We have plans for the rut when they're using transitional zones, but we're really good in and around food during the early season and the latter part of the season. When it comes to camera strategies and trying to take inventory during the summer, our number one secret for that is Analogic Supplement Gold. We generally put some out throughout the summer, obviously, for the health component, but when it comes time to taking pictures, sometime between July 25th and August 25th, you'll literally get every buck that smells it. It has an incredible aroma and they come to it like no other. So it's a lot of work and a lot of effort, but if you look at that montage of pictures we gave you, well, now we break all that down. It's like breaking down a football opponent, the X's and O's, and we try to come up with a plan on each individual deer. When was he daylighting the most? Where did he bed? Where did he feed? Those types of things. We try to break all that down and then have a plan for any individual target. We'll be tuning into DeerCast. We'll be watching that weather and waiting for that next front. We talk about it all the time. A cold October wind, waiting on a front, sweet November, all that stuff we've been saying for decades, and it's about to hit us. And the cool thing is, as Deer Season 21's rolling on, Austin killed a 201-inch deer in Utah. We've already got success from up in Alberta. So the next episode of Deer Season 21, you're gonna see Mr. Brandon Jennings kill the largest deer of his life. That's all I'm gonna leave it at right there. It's awesome. Check it out. As soon as we can get it up and ready, we'll let you know when it's ready on our social media channels. Deer Season 21 is rolling on.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by MOTV. Head on over to the MOTV app for this full episode of 13 and all of Season 7 today.